Coaches, we are here. We finally did it. We made it. The technical issues are gone. They're over. They're dead. We're excited to be here to talk to you today in this group. Guys, Morning Meltdown 100. What a great training today with Alana and Jericho and Brian. And guys, that was so fun to hear all of the responses, and you guys were engaged. This group is proving to be extremely valuable. And guys, we're just adding to it even more right now. So let me quickly explain the technical difficulties and how we came around them. So bless her heart, Melanie Mitro is on vacation with her family, should be doing family stuff, but she agreed to do this. And things didn't work out as planned. So she decided to just simply record it. And she sent me the link. So we're going to do it that way. So I'm going to introduce her and then run to a link where she does the training. Now, if you remember this, okay, so I took a sneak peek at the video. I cannot believe the content you're going to get. And guys, if you implement any of this content, your challenge groups are going to be better. But at the very end, I'm going to come back on and give you guys a homework assignment based on what Melanie talked about. Now, if you remember, we're going to do something really fun. And I kind of slipped my word is last time I talked about this. So I need to clarify it right now, right here. Is that, yes, we are going to be giving away some prizes, some swag to those people who complete the homework assignment. Here's how it's going to work. Not on this post, not on this one, but on a separate post, I'm going to post the homework assignment, kind of a roll call where you come in and post your homework assignment. On that is where you comment below with your findings, with your completed homework assignment. Now, from that, I will select the date of when you need to turn this homework in by. I'll give you some time because some of these things are really cool. When the time is up, I will do a random drawing, and the winners, I previously mentioned that they were going to get MM100 apparel. Guys, that doesn't launch till later this month. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but I did get special permission, and I think this is just as amazing, to line you guys up with some the new Activewear Essentials line of clothing, apparel. Guys, at Core, at Summit, this stuff was amazing. This stuff was flying off the shelves. It looks so good, feels so comfortable. Coaches are absolutely loving it. That is what we will hook you up with if we select you to win based on a random drawing from that post. So stay tuned, take notes. Guys, don't just watch this on your phone. Don't just put it on and kind of go out throughout the day. Have a pen and paper with you or take notes on your phone, however you do it. Take notes. What Melanie has to give to you is from a four-time top coach. You can pay attention to what she has to say, even while on vacation. So I'm going to share my screen, hit the play button. I'll come back on after she is done. It's just a quick 15-minute video. You guys enjoy, take notes, and here we go. Share my screen. See here, do this, and then okay, here we go.
Hey guys, it is Melanie Mitro, and I am so excited to be doing this video for you guys on how to run a Morning Meltdown 100 challenge group. So I'm actually on vacation right now, so I apologize for the video quality, but I, wanted to kind of share from my perspective of somebody that's been running challenge groups for 8 years now. And it's easy to kind of get in a rut when you're running a challenge group and just kind of go through the motions. And I know from personal experience that the best challenge groups that I have ever ran have been ones where I've actively been engaged and doing the program alongside of my challengers. So Morning Meltdown 100 is one of the programs that I am doing right alongside of my customers. And some of the things that are working really, really well for me is what I'm going to walk you through today. So first and foremost, I always start with a plan and prep week because that is so important to getting your clients started right. You just can't throw them into a new fitness program, a nutrition plan. Some of my people have never done Beachbody On Demand before. And so what I find out is that I really need to give them time to kind of get their package in the mail, go through all of the material, decide whether or not they want to do 2B mindset or if they want to do ultimate portion fix. And so we kind of go through this entire prep week where I basically, in my challenge group, walk them through how to get ready to start day one of Morning Meltdown 100. And I find that every single time that I do that, and I do that alongside of my customers, they're much more likely to actually start day one, and they're much more likely to finish the program too. So that's the first thing I do. So I run my challenge groups through a Facebook group. So I've got my Make Your Mornings Count Facebook group created, and all of my people that have purchased are in that group. Now, what we've been doing is last week was our plan and prep week. So on Monday, I had a Monday mindset video, which I have one every single week for the entire 100 days that we're together. There'll be a Monday morning mindset video. And the first Monday mindset really kind of focused on, why are you doing this program? Not just for the weight loss, but also for, the mindset part of it. What do you hope to feel like at the end of this 100 days? So last week, I really had them journal it out and visualize at the end of 100 days, this is what, when I close my eyes, this is what I want to feel like. This is the size that I want to be in clothes. When I put on my clothes, I had them visualize how they wanted to feel. I had them visualize the number on the scale. I had them visualize how they were going to celebrate. I also had them attach a meaning to 100 workouts. So 100 workouts doesn't just mean I showed up for 100 days. What does 100 workouts mean to you? And I had them actually write that down in their B100 book and really kind of visualize that. Then I'm having them take their photos. So I've said to them, every single week, you're going to take your photos. You're going to take a week one, or a day one to week one, a day one, week 2. And so every Sunday in the group, I have like a post that's going to go up that says it's time to do your pictures and measurements. And I explained to them that when I was going through my physical transformation, I didn't necessarily see the results right away. And it wasn't really truly until like week 6 that I started to see my body really transforming. And so I said, I want you guys to actually keep track of that. So every Sunday a post will go up and it'll say, all right, it is time to share your progress photos. And so they're going to do a side-by-side. I showed them how to use Canva. I showed them how to use some, photo editing apps on their phones, smartphones. And so they're going to tell their story. So every week they're going to begin to tell the story of their transformation right there in the accountability group. So we started that last week too. Then last week, I also did a Zoom call where everybody got on and I showed them how to log into Beachbody On Demand, how to access the workouts. I showed them how to choose the nutrition plans. I walked them through 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, and I showed them how to log into the challenge group and what was going to be expected of them every day. And then what I did was I actually walked them through a meal planning process. So I feel like if you actually bring people in and you show them what you mean by, meal planning, they're much more likely to stick to it. Talked about the quality of foods. I talked about portion control versus, plate it method. And I just saw some like light bulbs click for people. And the last thing I did on that Zoom call was I talked about the importance of supplements. So I talked about how I incorporate Shakeology, that it's not always the same meal every single day, that sometimes it is a snack when I'm running late, or sometimes it's my breakfast when I don't have time to make eggs. I talked about the difference between Recover and Shakeology, but I also talked about my favorite recipes, how I messed it up at the beginning and how I didn't really like it the first time that I drank Shakeology. So I gave people some troubleshooting tips, and then that really opened up a lot of great conversation. So that's what I did last week, all leading up until Monday when we press play on our very first workout. Were just all these little just daily activities. Oh, and the last thing I asked them to do was pick which workout calendar they were going to follow. Were they going to do doubles? Were they going to do the program in 100 days? Were they going to do doubles with a rest day? And so I had everybody sort of vote on that, so that way they could kind of find success partners. within that accountability group. All right, so Monday was day one of the challenge group. And so I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through what my group looks like. So every Monday, again, like I said, I do a Monday mindset, and then I pin my daily post to the announcement section so that it's easy to find when people log into Facebook. They can easily find my post of the day. So I made a video. It was all about like, how are we going to celebrate the win of the very first day, right? So we talked about like celebrating your victory, not by these big monumental sort of goals that we're reaching, like losing 20 pounds or making it to the end of 100 days, but how are we going to celebrate in the first week that we show up? And so we talked about goals. We talked about mindset. We talked about, not worrying about whether or not you fail. And a lot of this really does personally come from my experience as a challenger. I feel like I've become the coach that I am today because I've done so many programs and I kind of know what it's like to be a challenger. So if you haven't ever been a challenger yourself, that's the best way to be an effective coach, is to go through a program and just really have that customer experience. So I did that. Then every single day I go in and I actually post a short little video. So let me just do a screen share here so you can see right here, right? So this is my group, and I called it the Make Your Mornings Count. It's my 100-day workout challenge. So yes, I do sort of pull from Beachbody's programs, but what I do is every single day, I want to find, this is my Monday mindset right here. You can see that one. And there's my video, and I just recorded it ahead of time. It says, welcome to your very first 100 days. Today is cardio meltdown. I talk about pulling out your tracker, track your day. I talk about focusing on progress over perfection. And the reason I really want to shout that out is because I know some people haven't worked out in years. And I know some people are going to get frustrated by the fact that they can't do a non-modified move. And I know some people will shut it off if they don't feel like they're successful right from the get-go. So I want to just talk about progress over perfection and showing up. And then I always ask for a call to action. So tag your accountability partner. Okay, so that's number one. Let's go through and let me find the first. Oh, here's one where I talk about Shakeology. This is really important for you guys to make sure that you go through and actually talk about what Shakeology is. And I really kind of bust some of the myths, and then I give them a quick tutorial on how to make it. Okay. Alrighty. So let's go back to, here's day one. So this is day one, and every day one, I make them a little video, and it's just very informal. This is me walking down to the gym. I talk about conditions not being ideal. I talk about the fact that I'm on vacation this week, but I'm still showing up to do my workout. So just a quick little video. You can see 19 people have commented. My hope is that the people listening to my videos while I'm on vacation will know that, hey, I don't have to give up when I travel. I don't have to skip a week of workouts, or I don't have to wait until I get back to get started. I can actually do this right, like as long as I'm working out. So here's another one. This is day two. And I like this one because, so here I'm just kind of going through and talking to everybody, but I talk about upbeat strength and the fact that it's an upper body workout. So when I was doing this workout, I'm thinking, man, I know how it is to maybe do an entire set and feel like I didn't really get a burn. So I wanted to talk to them about upping their weights, and that you want to make sure that you are feeling fatigued at the end of a set, but you're not actually compromising form. I also talked about the fact that you can kind of go up and down in your weights even within sets. But then, can you see, I interject the recover. Like, today's the day to drink your recover because you're doing a strength training workout and you want to drink it within 30 minutes of your workout. But I also talk about drinking their Shakeology too, because I want to make sure that people know, like, I can have them both on the same day and they both serve a different purpose. But I also want to be accountable, and so I'm showing them my workout pictures as well. Okay, here's day three. So this is another, well, day four actually. But guys, I showed people the fact that I didn't have weights today. The fact that I am in a hotel gym, or a hotel that doesn't have a gym. And I showed them water bottles, right? So is it ideal? No, but I did it. So I believe that getting your customers to participate in your challenge groups has to do everything with how you are leading. And if you are leading people the right way and you're showing them what you want them to do and how you're handling maybe some obstacles or opportunities, you're really going to see that your people step up too. Okay? So those are just a few of the different ways that I hold my challengers accountable. All right. So the other things that you guys can do is, and that I will do, is every single week, I will private message my customers. I will, and I always do this on a Friday. I call it Follow-Up Friday. And so I will go down through and I will send each one of them a message and I'll say, hey guys, just wanted to check in. We're 5 days into the program. Have you, how are you feeling about things? Are you hitting any obstacles? How's the nutrition plan going? And even though I'm posting in the challenge group, I'm still going to have these side conversations with them, just because I want to give people a safe place that if they don't really want to share within a challenge group, they can still do that through the private message. Okay, the other thing that I want to share with you guys is at the end of every day, I do this thing where I have people rate their day. And it's just one place that all in one, everybody can just sort of give a good check-in. And I really like the one place accountability. So let me go ahead and hit share again for you guys. Okay, so you should be able to see this. So at the end of every day, right, Wednesday check-in, and she talks about, so my assistant always helps me with this. And she says, it's Wednesday check-in. I'm going to get honest with you, right? So she's struggling with her water. And so she's kind of being real honest about that. But what we do is we rate your day on a scale of 1 to 5. How did you do with water? Food, 1 to 5. Shakeology, yes or no? And then you can see that everybody just sort of jumps in and comments below. All right. So that's really where we do all of that at. All right. Okay. So I'm trying to think what other things. So every Sunday, I also will share my nutrition plan, because I feel like, and I walked people through actually how to do a meal plan. So here is a list of, all the things I buy at the grocery store. Here's how I keep it super simple. Here's some of the new recipes that I'm trying. Here's how I travel. So just you documenting your life and taking people on the journey just as you're doing it is going to keep people accountable. I also have this really fun idea, is that if people at the end of 100 days, if they can do a before and after, and they've done all 100 workouts and they will share with their transformation with me, I'm actually going to make them Morning Meltdown 100 shirts. Like, I completed Morning Meltdown 100. And I'm going to give all of my challengers who submitted to the Beachbody Challenge one of those t-shirts as well. Okay, so fun, keep it engaging, keep it exciting. It's all about your energy. It's all about you just honestly living it, getting people to kind of jump in and share what's working for them. And if you just keep it fun and don't just copy paste and then never check into your group, if you're posting in the group and you're commenting on your people's stuff, it's gonna go great. And if you have somebody that's doing an awesome job or who is rocking their results, ask them to go live too and ask them to share in the group. All right. Okay. So those are some of my tips. I keep it simple. I keep it easy, but my customers love it and they come back challenge group after challenge group because they get results from my groups. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Well, how about that for a training, huh? I absolutely love that. And as I was listening to it again, guys, it really is that simple. Keep it fun, keep it simple. But the key words here that Melanie focused on were accountability and engagement. Hype is always there at the beginning, and most coaches kind of ride that hype wave for a very long time, but hype and emotion kind of dies down. It's these things, the accountability, the engagement for 100 workouts, that will keep people coming, just as you said, time after time, challenge group after challenge group. And she mentioned people come back from multiple challenge groups. Not everybody's converted into coaches in that first challenge group, but they want to come back and eventually they make it happen. Okay, so phenomenal training, Melanie. Thank you so much for doing that. Here is the homework assignment. This is something I want you guys to do. because I think there's value in sharing and seeing what other coaches are doing to kind of spark ideas for those who are running their first challenge groups this time. Now, I am assuming that you are running a challenge group. You came in this group as a coach, as an experienced coach, one who already did it, and I'm assuming you're running a challenge group. So this homework assignment is for that. I want to see your August accountability and engagement calendar. Now, it doesn't have to be a separate calendar. It can be just your August calendar, but I want a screenshot. I want a picture of it. I want to see details. Like coaches, you're going to be clicking on other people's calendars to see what they're doing. So make it legible, make it something that people can click on and see. But I want to see what you're doing each week. How are you keeping them engaged? How are you keeping them accountable? When are you going to do one-on-ones? When are you going to talk about Shakeology? Like all of these things that are, and this can be a consistent thing you do kind of week after week. You don't have to come up with a whole 31 different things to do. You know, here's a week, kind of duplicate it week after week. But I want to see what you're doing, because as you plan and as you prepare, you're going to be ready to go so that coaches stay on and customers stays on long-term, much longer than they have in past challenge groups, because they got to get through these 100 workouts. So that's your homework assignment. I will post right after this the homework assignment in writing so you can see it. So then you can comment underneath it with your homework assignment of showing us your August calendar so we can see it. I will choose winners from there. I'll tell you when you need to post it by. But guys, thank you so much for watching this. Melanie, that was phenomenal. Coaches, more than anything, just take action. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to fail, but that's okay. But you gain confidence, you gain exposure, you gain creativity as you just take action. Thank you so much. We'll catch you guys on another I Commit training here in this group. All right, bye guys.